Welcome to my YouTube channel, Think DevOps Consulting. We are learning and preparing for Terraform certification.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And yesterday we talked about Terraform and infrastructure as a code. Today I'm moving ahead with the next topic here, that is introduction to infrastructure as a code with Terraform. And today we will be also going through the hands-on lab, which will be very interesting actually. So let's talk about what is infrastructure as a code with Terraform. So yesterday we talked about what is Terraform, why do we need it, standard use cases on top of that. So now let's try to understand how this tool is going to help us to achieve our goal for infrastructure as a code. So as I mentioned earlier in the last video, we have a CLI, which is Terraform CLI on the client side. So when you see the practitioner here, it's nothing but a client who is trying to use the Terraform CLI, and he writes a file, a code file, which is a YAML file again, and in that YAML file he writes the code for the infrastructure. Then you have the next step as in plan and then apply, and then it works with lots of providers, and then it deploys the infrastructure. Now let me talk about each component a little bit. So when we talk about infrastructure as a code, it is going to be a YAML file which will be writing, and we'll be defining all of the infrastructure in that particular file. Coming back to plan, now this particular plan stage is nothing but kind of a dry run where actual infrastructure is not deployed, but you can still see what this particular code is going to do. For example, if you are trying to run some code on AWS, so what kind of resources it will create on AWS, right? So that is a plan. And when you say apply, so when you run apply, that is like actually you are trying to apply the Terraform code, and it will go ahead and build the infrastructure for you. And Terraform works with lots of providers. So there are lots of providers. I can show you about the providers. So I can just search for Terraform providers, and it's gonna show you lots of providers. So basically Terraform supports so many providers. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you. So if you see this particular web page, it supports AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud Platform. So that makes it cloud agnostic. It supports Kubernetes, it supports Ansible, it supports Azure Active Directory, and then IBM, and lots of things. So basically you can use it for so many things. You can just imagine like the scope of this particular tool, and that is why it is so important to learn about this tool, and it is so hyped in the market right now. Now if you see this one, you will see that the infrastructure is deployed. Now